asphalt at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground. All done by my own hand, I allow my feelings to become sand. Oh, if you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now. Now you can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong. This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold, wet, and all around. Toxic people being severed, like leaves falling in September. Cold, wet, and on the ground. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong.
What is going on, beautiful people? Good to see you. I'm glad you're able to make it out. I am extremely excited for today's live stream. So welcome back to another Blue Games live stream. I'm pretty excited about this one. We got a brand new update. Before we do all that, before we get into that, let's talk about today's motivational quote of the day. So I'm gonna turn the music down. For me, music is loud in my ears. Hold on, let me get these levels fixed real quick. All right, cool. All right, so today's motivational quote of the day is the truth about success. And it's really funny. I always think about a boat, you know, in the middle of like the Atlantic or something like that, and you see a, you know, like a small iceberg, and you're like, oh, that's, you know, it's just so small. But underneath the surface is like a massive, like it's like 3 times as big, just like the illustration in the picture here. And I believe it's the same way with success. We see successful people, we see singers, we see musicians, we see athletes, we see all these people that are very, very successful. And you see their success, you see the great part of their life, you see the highlight of their life, you see the glamorous side, the part that everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to be that person. But what you don't see is what's below the surface. You don't see is what they did to get there. You don't see is how hard it was, the struggles that they go through. For example, what it says in this illustration right here says, what really happens is failure, setbacks, naysayers, doubt, hard work, even more hard work, more failure, sacrifices, risks, late nights, early mornings, courage, persistence, action, and it's an even longer list. It's not even in this demonstration, but I truly believe this is what it's like. It's like we can get out here and we can. I always use YouTube as an example because what I do. I do YouTube, so I like to use YouTube as an example. You see my streams, and some of you guys who have been here for a while, you have seen me struggle. You have seen me have lagging issues, and you've seen me have audio issues, and all this type of stuff you see below the surface. But one day, maybe the channel could become successful. And people were never going to see those things because I've already worked my way through that. In the same way with other parts in life. In my job, you know, I had to go to college to do what I did. I had to stay up very, very, very late doing homework and doing a lot of things that I didn't want to do in order to become successful and be good at what I do. And so, again, what I said, what people see and what you see on Facebook, what you see on Twitter, on Instagram, is just a highlight of their life. But what really goes on, the real hard work that gets them to that point, is the stuff that we don't see. And those are the things that we really need to appreciate. And whenever I see somebody else that's being successful at something, I know, like, I look at them and I'm like, you know what? It's amazing what you've done in your career, in your life, the goals, the things that you've accomplished. But I understand that is even more than that you had to go through to even get to that point. So anyways, that's today's little motivational little thing. But let's go ahead and continue with today's main feature, and that's gonna bring us to Infinite Flight. And say hello to the brand new Infinite Flight MD-11. I believe this is the freighter version. Yes, it is. And man, wow, it looks good. And again, this is my first time opening this aircraft. So since the update came out, I believe it was on Saturday night or sometime during Saturday. As you guys know, I do not stream on the weekends. At least I don't do scheduled streams. Is my audio like sounding really weird? Hold on. It sounds staticky. I don't know if I'm tripping or not. But yeah, so hold on. Let's do something real quick. Do something. Check 1 2. We'll make sure we get the audio right before we continue. Please stand by. I need to turn my sound on so I can hear myself really quick. And yeah, I do sound staticky. Very, very staticky. Ooh, wow. Let's see why. Check. Alright, we have to fix that. Wow, that sounds so bad. I sound like I'm underwater. So funny. Alright guys, well, I apologize. Just like I said, there's stuff we got to go through to be successful. So I'm going to put the stream on standby for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the stream, and hopefully that fixes the problem. So please stand by, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I'll be back in a couple seconds. Let's start recording. And welcome back. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I don't know what I did. Anyways, guys, welcome back. Without further ado, checking out the beautiful, let's go to another view here. Now again, this is the McDonnell Douglas MD-11. This is the Aeroflot cargo livery. I didn't actually change the livery or anything. We're sitting here at Hartsfield, Atlanta, Georgia International for just a little preview, to look around the aircraft. So I don't know, let's take a walk around. Let's do a walk around. So as we can see, we do have pilots in the cockpit now, which is always adds a little, like, I've always felt weird whenever I was doing flights and the cockpit was empty. I'm just like, ghost plane. The plane is just ghost. We can see we have some is these the landing lights? What lights are these in the front? Yeah, those are the landing lights. So that's different. No aircraft on Infinite Flight has landing lights like that. Usually they're on the wing, on the inboard wing, but now we have them there. Have our nav lights, beacon light. Where's the beacon light? It should be on top and bottom. I see it on top, but don't see it on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, the modeling looks good. We can see that we have, it looks like actually, let's go ahead and turn it off. I want to see the engines. Let me shut the engines off. By the way, guys, I'm on solo mode right now, just to kind of look at the aircraft. We're going to be switching to multiplayer here later on, when we do our actual flight. I just want to get a good look at the aircraft without having people taxiing around me and doing crazy stuff. Oh, I did see that Infinite Flight posted some tutorials on how to take off and land this aircraft, and I did not watch them. I forgot. So you guys could definitely update me in the chat on what I'm supposed to do, because I mean, I'm just probably gonna treat this as if I'm flying any other aircraft, but I know that they posted a tutorial and I'm pretty sure they did that for a reason, but I have not got a chance to look at that yet. But yeah, so we have you know, you can see the fans in there, and this is a big thing, and I was already expecting it with all of the older infinite flight aircraft. The engines are not modeled very well. It's just like a little blur of an engines, kind of show that the engine's spinning, but that's about it. But in newer aircraft, it actually shows the fans inside the engine, the engine. So I like that. So I like how they did it. It looks very good. So let's keep going around a little bit more. So we have the that third engine there, which is really cool. It also has yeah, a third engine. Let's go ahead and start opening some doors, because I know that is one of the big features with this aircraft. So I'm basically just gonna like extend everything. We're gonna put the flaps full. I just want to see everything. Go flaps 50. We're gonna go spoilers to armed, and then we're gonna go and open up all the doors. Now you wouldn't take off like this, and you would never really do this, but we're just basically trying to, I just want to see all the modeling. I want to see all the animated parts. But I mean, as far as the quality of the livery itself, we can talk about that. It's very good. It's very high quality. Hopefully you guys are able to see that on the stream. But it does look very good. Alright, flaps look good. Spoilers look good. Rudder looks good. It's crazy. This Tri-Jet has this little bitty rudder up top. I wonder how that affects the aerodynamics. Alright, let's go to actions. How many actions do we have in this baby? Okay. Actions. Nothing happens when I press actions. What am I missing, guys? Do I have to hold it? Okay, so I hit actions and I don't see anything happening. Is it because I'm on the runway? It could be because I'm on the runway. I don't know. Okay, cool. We can fuel dump in this thing. That's good to know. You know, I just noticed this thing. Oh, okay. So it was weird. My approach and stuff moved to the other side. I'm used to that being on the other side. All right, so I need to get off the runway. Oh, turn on brake. Where's the brake? There you are. All right, brakes are on. Okay, all right, okay, I see. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right, we hit actions. Let's see. We have open main cargo door. Let's see where that is. Nice. Nice. Oh, wow, that's really cool. You can even see inside. Let's see. Let's go to free camera. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Let's see if we can get inside there. All right, we're gonna load ourselves into the cargo bay. Oh man, this is dope. This is so cool. One thing the Infinite Flight needs to add is the ability to create custom views. So basically, I should be able to use free camera, go to this view, and then save this view, and then I can use this view and, you know, go to it whenever I like. So we can have like preset views. So Infinite Flight, if you're watching, we should do that. Anyway, this is cool. This is really cool. I mean, the modeling of this is cool. I love how you can see the little cargo rails. The textures are pretty like high res. I even have the nets in the front and back, which is really cool. Another cool feature. And I know that, you know, they just came out with this update, and this update is already a big deal. But I'm just, you know, putting ideas out there just in case anybody who's listening could actually make anything happen. But the ability to put something in there, you know, to be like, okay, so I'm gonna have a 50,000 pound load today. I don't know if that's realistic or not, but let me put some cargo in there. Like, can I get some cars in here? Can I get some boxes, some animals? I don't know. So anyways, just ideas, but that's really cool. All right, what's the next action? Close main cargo. Okay, so open lower cargo. Where is that? Where is the lower cargo? Oh, it's over here. Nice. Loving it. Oh, can we go in there too? We can go in there too. Let's see. I gotta be like, oh, too far. Here we go. Nice, nice. I like that. I like how it opens, but it doesn't just open into like a, you know, a black hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have been very lazy and just opened it up to a black hole, or just put like a fake texture of what you might see in there, but they actually like modeled the entire like cargo bay, which is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So I think those are all the actions for this aircraft. Yep, they are. Cool. I can dig it. I can dig it. I like it a lot. So like I said, I do like this aircraft. I'm looking forward to flying it. I'm really interested in, you know, what's different, the difference of flying it, stuff like that. I don't know if it has any. I think the engine sounds are probably the same. They're probably the same. So we're gonna go ahead and crank it up, but I assume they're the same. So we're gonna close all the doors. Close, close. All right, doors closed. We have started engine 3. I believe engine 3 should be that middle one, or maybe it's just, I don't even know. Let's see, is engine 3 the middle one, or is it the side one? Oh, it's the side one. Okay, so engine 2 is the middle one. So I don't think they changed the engine sounds. That may be a future update. I'm pretty sure if they changed the engine sounds, we wouldn't know about it. That would have been in the update notes. But it sounds like it's about the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. All right, well, let's continue. Basically, what we're gonna be doing in this video is we're gonna go through all the new aircraft that Infinite Flight has released in this winter 2017 update, and then we're gonna go fly one of them. We're gonna do an actual flight, so it'll be my first flight. And again, I did not, when the update released, I basically masked myself from looking at screenshots. I didn't want to see any screenshots. I wanted to go and see everything for myself for the first time on this stream, and that's what you're seeing now. So I just really love how this looks. Like, it just looks so good. And I got, like I said, guys, what I told you guys before it even released was that when it comes to aircraft that I like flying in Infinite Flight, it all comes down to quality. When the airplane looks good, when the quality looks good, it makes it a lot more enjoyable rather than flying something like the current Infinite Flight 767, where everything is like not even 3D or flat textured like that. Like the plane, I like the plane, but it's just the quality of the plane really kills it for me. So anyways, let's continue. We're gonna jump to the next aircraft now. That was the McDonnell Douglas 11F. Let's go to the we use Delta Airlines. Yeah. Let's see what airline. Let's see, what do they have? They have Alitalia, American Airlines. Oh, that's actually really cool. China, Delta, Garuda. Never heard of that. Generic, all white. Infinite Flight, classic. That's actually a really cool livery. Like, that's a really dope livery. We may spawn in that one. JAL, KLM. They've been using the same livery for like ages. Malaysia, Philippines, Private. Swiss and Thai. Cool. We didn't look at. Let's look at the MD-11F. So we have Aeroflot, Centurion, Ethiopian Airlines. We have FedEx, which I really like this one. I'm definitely gonna be flying that one at some time. Lufthansa Cargo, that's really cool too. Martin Air, that's really cool. Saudia. All these liveries just look great. I mean, they did a great job with all these liveries. And in World Airways. Cool. So let's go ahead and open up the MD-11, the airliner version, and we'll use the Infinite Flight Classic one, because that's just a really cool thing. And we'll just load up at the same place. But yeah, guys, I did not watch the tutorial, so if you guys could definitely update me on the key features that I need to know. Oh, one thing we forgot to do. We looked at the outside. We did not look at the inside. So we're going to do that in a second. We're going to look at the outside of the MD-11, the airliner version, and then we'll do the outside. Then we'll look at the inside. Let's get a screenshot real quick though, because I like this. We'll get plenty of screenshots later, but first, my first screenshot of the MD-11. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We don't really need to set the flaps all the way down because we did that the first time. I don't think that anything's gonna change there. But the actions is what I want to look at. Oh, brakes. Almost forgot the brakes. I don't usually like spawn in on the runway, so I always forget to turn the brakes on. Alright, actions. Alright, so we have open lower cargo door. That's basically all you get, I guess. And is it only the back one? Oh, okay, so it's... Oh, okay, there's 3. Man, this plane looks so... Look at this Infinite Flight livery. Like, Infinite Flight, you did your thing. You did your thing. Like, whoever is in charge of making the liveries and stuff, like, this is a... I'm impressed. I'm a graphic designer myself, and so I really appreciate this livery. The older Infinite Flight livery, like the modern one that they use like on the 787, looks really good also. It does look very good, but this one is just a really cool variation. Like, I know I don't even know if this was ever an actual livery, but they really made this look vintage and retro. So anyways, I really like that. Alright, so these cargo doors are pretty cool. Let's see if we can go inside again. Go to... Thank you for that subscription. I wish I could see that. That is too small on my screen. I apologize. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to see it in a second. Thank you for that brand new subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Sorry about that. Alright, free camera. Alright, so there's no cargo door on the front left of the fuselage, but there is on the right, which is probably, I assume that's probably how it is. So, same thing. I mean, I know there's probably not many differences between the cargo and the airliner variant. Go back to the back. The difference is actually there's more of them. Like, that is really cool. That is really cool. And I have this little bitty one back here behind the thing. This looks like a toilet door. I'm like, is this where the toilet comes out? Actually, no, it's in the wing, I think. No, it's in the like the butt of the plane. I need to make that bigger because I can't see it. Let's do that right now. Thank you for that subscription, Rohan Kid. Appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. So, but yeah, this looks really good. And then obviously, I mean, if we look at the, oh wait, this is on. Let's turn this off. You can really appreciate the engines when they're off. So we're gonna roll them off. Thank you for that sub, Prankster2877. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Hope you enjoy the videos, man. Today's a little bit different. First, we're gonna really appreciate the aircraft and really appreciate the new update. Bluefish, welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you, man. Welcome to the fam. But man, yeah, just whoa, too far. But yeah, so like I said, wow, a lot of you guys are subbing. Thank you all you guys for subbing. Santi Manza, welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. But yeah, the engine, man, like look at the quality of that. Look at the quality of that. Like, that looks so good. And if you compare this to something like a 767, you're just like, why would you even fly the 767? So, please believe you're probably gonna find me flying this plane a lot, probably more when it gets a little bit less popular, because I don't want to be the same as everybody else in the sky. But the 777 has good engines like this. The 787 has good engines like this. The Airbus has similar. But yeah, this baby looks great. So great job to the developers and whoever made the livery. Now let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck. That's one thing we have not looked at because I've been distracted by how good it looks outside. So we're gonna look around, and hello, we have a first officer now. Cool. You can see me moving my phone right there. That looks kind of funny. I wish I could lock that. That'd be great. So we'll start from the left side of the flight deck. We have our charts. Let's see, what is this? What airport is this? The ILS localizer 25 left of. I think this is LAX. Nope, that's not. That is what airport is this? I'm trying to see what airport it is. I can't really read it. Can anybody tell me what because that's not LAX. That might be New York. I think that's New York. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, actually, that could be Newark too. Man, I cannot see that. Can anybody see? Does anybody know? That's not KSAN. Definitely not KSAN. Las Vegas? That could be Las Vegas. That could definitely be Las Vegas. I think it is. Yeah, I think that says LAS, McCarran. Anyways, that's pretty cool though. It'd be nice if this may be asking a lot, but it'd be really cool if this chart could change based on wherever you were flying to. Ideas. All right, so Oh, we have this little like note thing. I don't know what that's for. I don't know if we could put anything on that, but that's really cool. Obviously, we still don't have working systems yet, but these do look pretty accurate to what the real plane does. I mean, you can see the little route. Here we see our speed control, all of our autopilot controls and stuff. It's all 3D modeled, so that's all great. It looks good, very high quality. So I'm very, very happy with that. We have our green. It even says it's in 3 green, so that means that all our gear is down. So I assume that that light changes when we put up the gear and let down the gear. And I believe that the landing gear will go up and down too. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and put this thing in the air just to get an idea of what it flies like. We're not gonna do an entire flight with this. I'm just gonna take it up in the sky, put it on autopilot, and see how everything looks. We are on solo mode, to repeat that. So let's see, let's turn the engines back on. We're just gonna turn them all on at once. That's very unrealistic, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and close the cargo doors. And I just want to kind of get an idea of what all animates and how the plane rolls on takeoff and stuff like that. But as we're waiting for the aircraft to warm up, we'll look at the top. Davey Boy Smith, welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you for that sub, my friend. But yeah, so we got all of our packs, all of our engine starts, all the landing lights should be up here somewhere too. Yeah, smoking signs, everything's there as it should be, all modeled, but they are not operational. I don't remember what that does right there. I'm not sure what that lever is for. I've never flown this aircraft in any game, so I'm not extremely familiar with how everything is. So even if like the placement of the buttons was not accurate, I wouldn't even know. Alright, so I'm gonna first change the flap settings, and we're gonna see the flap lever move right there. That's really cool. Most aircraft have that. Most of the current infinite flight aircraft already have that. Alright, so can somebody go ahead and tell me what the takeoff configuration is of the MD-11? I'm gonna start with flaps 15, but you guys can tell me otherwise if it's different. Thank you, Woody, for that subscription, bro. Really appreciate that, my friend. Somebody's saying 93% takeoff thrust. All right, will do. I know somebody earlier mentioned trim. So is there any type of trim that I need to pay attention to? Rotate at 160 knots. All right, so Jumpy Ryan says rotated 160. Jay Blake says rotated 130. Plus 50 trim. That's a lot of trim. All right, I'll do that though. Again, this is my first time ever going up in this thing. 15 is right. All right, so somebody's saying 15 is good. 93% stress, 45-degree rotation. All right, 160 knots, 101% takeoff thrust. Okay, did you guys watch the tutorial? This is the MD-11, by the way, not the DC-10. 15 flap. Okay, so Ashley Tripp says 15 flaps, trim is 15. No, wait, 15 flaps, trim is 50 plus, rotation is at 160. I know you guys are saying look at tutorial, but I am making a video right now, so I'm not just gonna go watch the tutorial. I'll watch the tutorial later on. I was planning on watching it later. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna do whether this is right or wrong. I've been seeing in the chat people are saying 15 flaps, 15 rotation 160, and trim 50. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think that's all we really need. We're gonna go with about 5,000 feet. That's about it. Like I said, we just want to get in the air and just take a look at everything and how everything works. So calibrate our screen. I believe we don't have any wind or anything like that to worry about. Check with our flight, our our first officer. I think we're good to go. I think he's ready. You ready? You ready? Okay, if you're ready, I'm ready. We are ready. All right, go ahead. All right, we're gonna release parking brakes. Strobe lights are on, lane lights are on, all that good stuff is on. Power up to, they said 95. All right, 95 it is. Looking for 160. All right, so I'll turn it on. And I forgot the degree. I already forgot the degree, but this thing is already taken off. All right, I think it's at 45-degree angle. I'm not sure how much is 45 degrees. I'm not sure how much is 45 degrees. I'm gonna come back on the throttle because we're getting a little bit fast. But we're in the air, positive climb. I'm gonna go gear up. My first takeoff in the MD-11. Hello, beautiful. Oh, wait, what are those boxes around? Alright, cool. Cool, I like it. It takes off pretty smooth. I mean, that was a pretty smooth takeoff, I have to say. I can't complain. Alright, anyways, let's set it to autopilot now. And we'll lock our heading, lock our vertical speed. We're gonna climb up to 5,000 feet. And we'll keep our speed down. We're already at 272. This is why I did this on solo. We'll stick around 230 knots or so. But I mean, this thing looks freaking amazing, though. Yeah, the boxes, I don't usually have those on. So I don't usually fly solo mode either, so I guess I didn't turn them off in solo mode. Or maybe when I updated the game, it went back to default. Alright, so let's go to, oh, this is not what I want. Let's go back to the cockpit, and aircraft is taking care of itself now. And again, I mean, it's not really, I mean, as far as inside the cockpit, I mean, our thrust lever does move up and down, which is not anything new. Flaps also move up and down. That's nothing new. Spoilers, that's over here. Let's go to flight. Oh, there it is. That's spoilers. That's the parking brake. Ooh, does that work? Okay, I don't think it animates, even though we're in the air. So yeah, so the usual. The spoilers move, the thrust lever moves, and the flaps move. So that's nothing new. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing else really to go over in this aircraft. I mean, everything looks great. There's the FMS there in the middle. I mean, again, none of these inside parts are animated. Oh, actually, there is one other thing we need to look at. If we look at here, the gear lever moved. As you can see, we do not have, the gear is not down, and so the gears should not say 3 green. They should actually be red or off. So that's interesting. I don't know if they meant to do that or if they just left the lights on. So I know in some aircraft in Infinite Flight currently, whenever you put the landing gear down or up, those lights will change. So I don't know if that's something that they just missed or if that's just how it was meant to be, but I just know that a lot of the aircraft that are already out, that color changes. So it's kind of weird that a newer aircraft like this one, it would not change. So I'm gonna put the gear back up. And anyway, so let's take a look at some of these views. So we have our tail view. We have our, ooh wait, look at that. Look at those. That is so cool. Nice. Nice. Alright, next we have our left wing, which looks great. Ooh, we need to check if it's, okay, let's check the sounds on the right wing, on the right engine. Let's see. Yeah, so they fixed the sound. Sorry, I had to wait for the stream that I'm watching back. I had to wait for it to come, like, to catch up with me. But yeah, they fixed the sound. So you know, before, whenever I try to go to the right wing view and listen, like, and just, you know, this view looks great. Whenever I try to go to this view, the sound will sound horrible and laggy and choppy and just not enjoyable. So they fixed that. So thank you, Infinite Flight, for fixing that. And we have another belly view here. It looks like it's looking backwards. And let's level off here. There we go. All right, so next view, it's gonna be ooh, look at that. That is cool. That is pretty cool. It's a little weird, but it's still cool at the same time. I can dig that view right there. That's a screenshot view right there. Tri-jet. Alright, cool. And in the last view, the nose view. Oh, that's actually really cool. Right on top of the fuselage. Marty15, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Cool. So I mean, we've looked at everything. So let's go ahead. We do have 2 more aircraft to look at. So let's go ahead and in flight. And we're gonna go look at the DC-10. We're gonna look at the DC-10F later. Last, we'll look at the DC-10, the airliner. So first, let's take a look through all the liveries. We have the Air France livery, we have the Air New Zealand livery, which looks actually really cool. We have the Avenza. RWY, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue RWY family. Really appreciate that. Shout out to all the new people here. British Airways, that's dope. That is dope. That's really cool. Canadian, Condor, Continental. Now, I really like this livery because me living in Houston, because a lot of you guys, if you know, Continental and United actually merged a while back, and United's hub is Houston. So I saw a ton of Continental airplanes when I was a kid, landing and taking off at my home airport. So this is a livery that you'll definitely see me flying in because of that reason. All right, we got a generic, Monarch, National. That's pretty cool. Northwest. Ooh, that looks really good. I wish that they had that at the fly-in the other day. Omni Air. That's pretty dope. Pakistan. That's really cool. And Singapore. Ooh, I like Singapore. Let's go ahead and open the Singapore one. All right, so we're gonna be in the same place. And that's gonna kind of, I mean, we've looked at the first one. I want to see the differences in this. Oh wow, where are we? Okay, how about we in flight and we go? Okay, that's not the right airport. All right, KATL, and we need to hurry because we still have a flight to do. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Let's change the time of day so we can see a little bit better. There we go. All right, here we go. Cool. All right, so now we are in the DC-10. Yeah. Now we're in the DC-10, and it's very similar. I'm trying to see if it's the same. It might be the same, because so far it looks like it might be really close. We still have that right in the same place. It's also showing Las Vegas airport still. Yeah, all this is showing basically the exact same textures as far as the screens. You know, everything, the same things move, the flaps, the spoilers. Let's put the brakes on. Does it brake? No, brake does not move. Power on and off. Reverse. One thing is, well, I guess because I have the brakes on, I can't turn the reverse on. I wonder if the reverse part actually works too, because that little lever up on the top of there is actually going to move back whenever you go in the reverse. It'd be really cool if the trim moved. It does not. Where is the trim anyway? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's the trim. So it looks like it's about the exact same cockpit for both aircraft, same co-pilots and everything. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know much about these aircraft. I don't know if in real life they're the same. I mean, it looks like they're both made by the same people, like, you know, MD, McDonnell Douglas. So it could be the same, because I mean, if you think about the Boeing family, a lot of the aircraft in the Boeing family all look the same too. So I don't really have a comment on that because I don't know. Oh, one thing we missed though on the other one was, look at this. Look at, if I can put my thing down enough, you can see it shows some information here. System modes, gear. Actually, it doesn't show much. I thought this was gonna show like our flap speeds and stuff, but this is more like a checklist. Yeah, this is a checklist. I don't know if this aircraft shows the flap speed like some of the other ones. Auto brakes. No, it does not look. It looks like it does not look. It does. All right. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, I mean, not much to look at in here. So this is basically the exact same as the MD-11. So let's go ahead and jump outside. I think the engines are already on, so we're gonna turn the engines off. At least we'll turn one engine off. We'll turn off the engine number 3, which is gonna be the right side. So it looks like a pretty close to the same model. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and hit actions and open up the lower cargo doors. This livery looks great though. It really does look good. I like. So I'm trying to see, and I could be wrong. You guys could correct me. There could be some other slight differences. I mean, maybe in like the length of it, or the size, or the weight, or who knows. But it looks basically the same as the MD-11s. for DC-10. Now I know that the freight version is a lot different. The flap speed is next to the flap lever. The second engine is empty. Let's see, we're gonna hop in the free camera now. Ooh, look at those wings. Hold on. You see that reflection on the wings? Man, that looks good. I know this aircraft has a wing flex. We'll take a look at that when we do our actual flight. Alright, so yeah, it has the same one. It's a little bit different of a texture on the inside than it was on the MD-11. But everything else is about the same. Let's see if we go in here. Yep, that's exactly the same. So basically doing a walk around, walk under the wing here. I think it's so cool how it has like 3 sets of wheels in the back. That's really cool. And we'll go in here. Yep. So basically the cargo places or the cargo doors, like the interiors of those are the same. They open up in the same spot. So basically it's the same. We may have to like do it like I think whenever we do this flight, we'll probably see a variety of people who fly the DC-10 and the MD-11s. And then maybe we'll be able to see the differences a little bit better later on. But yeah, this is the this is the DC-10. And it looks very similar to the MD-11. Very, very similar. I may have to watch this video back to even see the differences, because just from memory right now I can't really see the difference too much. Let's go look at this this third engine. Oh, that's so cool. Oh wow, and you come right out at the butt. You come out in the butt. I can dig it. I still like it though. I don't have any complaints. Again, I've never flown this aircraft in any other simulator, so I've never flown it in real life either, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But again, we can talk about quality. The aircraft is definitely quality. It looks good. It's, the sounds are still the same. The still default sounds that they had before. I guess they'll update that sometime in the future, as far as maybe having some more realistic sounds and maybe having some differences in sounds depending on what aircraft you're flying on. When it comes to airliners and stuff. But for the most part, I mean, there's not all that much else to look at on this aircraft. We're not going to go through look at all the different liveries. No reason to do that. That would take forever. We wouldn't even have time for a flight if we were to do that. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue to the freight, the DC-10 freighter. And we're going to be flying in the FedEx today, FedEx Express. Actually, did we look at the things? No. Okay, first of all, let's look at the livery. So we have a 10 air tanker carrier, which is really cool. I'm not really sure what this is for. I don't know if this is the one that drops water. I could be wrong. You guys could tell me. But let's see. Aero Air. That's pretty cool. I could use that for like Blue Arrow. That'd be really cool. Aviant. DAS Air Cargo. Energy Worldwide. FedEx Express. Vintage Gemini air cargo. We have generic. We have a KC-10. Oh man, actually we need to open this baby up. We have a few different versions of the KC-10. Different the Netherlands one. We have the USAF, and then we have Kelowna, and then Solar Cargo. So we're gonna do real quick, just really quick. We're not gonna actually do a refueling thing, but I just want to open this up, and we're gonna get this baby in the air. And I just want to make the fuel thing drop. That's all I want to do. Alright, so it looks like same cockpit. Yep, same cockpit, nothing different. As you can see, we have the little boom, fueling boom back here. So we're gonna take off here, go flaps. I think you guys said 15. Oh, I don't know. Is it the same for the DC-10, the takeoff stuff? Is that all the same? Let me calibrate. And if you guys don't answer quickly, I'm just gonna take off. Alright, we can go 90. I think you guys said 93. Alright, so I'm just not doing it, like I said, I'm not doing a full flight. I'm just going to take off, and I just want to make the boom drop. I just want to make the boom drop. Oh, we didn't do trim. There we go. I can already feel the aircraft getting light. There's 160, rotate. positive climb, girl. Where's the bottom view? At the bottom. Man, that looks so good though. Look at that. Alright, so I'm already locking locking on this. I'm already locking the altitude and all that stuff so we can just look at the plane. So cool. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and make this boom drop. I just like saying boom drop. Okay, cool. So we're at 2,500, which is, you would never do this probably at this altitude, but just for testing reasons, we're gonna go actions, and that's basically the only action you get for this aircraft. There's no opening doors or anything. All you do is drop the boom. So let's make the boom drop. Oh wow, that is so cool. I believe there's a view for that too. Let's see. We'll start from the first view. So we have this view, obviously. Then we have this view, which is cool. Left wing, right wing. That's the looking back at the boom, so that's pretty cool. We also have that one. I think it's maybe the same views. Okay, no, this. So the DC-10 has one extra view. At least this version does. Where you actually can see the boom. So whenever we're flying, whenever we do our, you know, in-air refueling, we'll be able to see the aircraft. Which, by the way, we'll be doing that on Wednesday. So if you guys have saw the schedule, I posted the schedule already for this week's flights. And Wednesday, we'll be doing a military flight, and so we're gonna be doing some military operations with this aircraft. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And then we go ahead and raise it. Nice. Very, very nice. I'm looking forward to using that. We'll not be flying that today, but I'm looking forward to doing that. So anyways, without further ado, we're going to end flight now. And we're going to go and do what we're actually planning on doing today. Today's actual flight. So now that we've already reviewed everything, we'll be flying the FedEx Express Vintage Cargo Livery. I like to call it vintage. And we'll be flying out of Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see, winds are in favor of 27 right. So we'll start at gate. Actually, we're cargo. Where's cargo? Cargo's over here. Alright, we'll start at S08. We'll take off 27 left. And we'll be on expert server, global V2. Donald Douglas, FedEx Express, yeah, that's all we need to do. That's all of our settings. We'll hit fly. And today we'll be flying from Atlanta to Memphis. A very short flight. It'll probably be an hour max. An hour max. What time is it? Yeah, so we gotta hurry because we're already at about 50 minutes in this stream. All right, let's go ahead and load up our cargo. Whoa, did somebody just spawn on me? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And so that's why I looked at the planes first on on solo mode, because that right there. All right, so time of day, current. We'll do weight and balance, and you know, who knows? We'll just do like a half. Oh wait. For cargo, we'll do a half load. And then for fuel tanks, like I said, we have about an hour. So we'll put an hour or hour of fuel plus an extra hour. So we'll put an hour 15, and then plus another 30 minutes. Not that we're gonna be going that long, but I do that for weight and winds. But we should have the wind to our back today. We have a tailwind today, so pretty excited about that. And guys, if you have any questions, I have not been able to look at them yet. Once we get in the air, I'll have some time to talk. All right, let's go ahead and set this stuff up like I like it. I'll put this on next waypoint. ET destination, distance to next, so ETE to next. Fuel remaining, winds, altitude MSL, and we need this to be on ground speed. There we go. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and make our flight plan. Starting at Atlanta, and the flight plan is in the description below. including the schedule for this week. I will only have the schedule in the description of the Monday video and not the rest of the week. So the schedule is also posted on the Discord channel. Ooh, we actually have a departure I didn't think about. We have the NASA 2 departure. I almost forgot about that. Let's see. Should I use a NASA? Let's see. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna test some more things out. We're gonna go ahead and fly the NASA 2 departure because they said when they first released Global that as they put out new updates, they were gonna update the AirRack data or the like all the different waypoints around the airport. So I'm hoping. Last time I flew into Atlanta, I was lacking a ton of real life waypoints, and I was not able to fly some of the arrivals and departures that they have. So we'll be expecting to. I won't have the chart on the screen today. I'm still working on getting that on the streams, back on the streams. But right now, if you'd like to follow along, you can use SkyVector and find the KATL chart, or you can just Google it. So we'll be taking off runway 27 left. We'll be heading 275 on the departure. Until we get past 1500, we'll be making a slight turn direct to Slough. So our first waypoint is going to be Slough. S-L-A-W-W. See if that's going to be there. And yes, there you are. Alright, and so for our second waypoint, it would be W-E-S-E-K, which is only about 4 miles away from that one. So it should be right down the street. There she is. I love it when waypoints show up. I really do. Alright, and after that, and again, I'm getting these waypoints. These are not in the description, but these are waypoints that are on the NASA 2 departure chart. So unless you're using the chart, you're not going to see these. Alright, so NASSA is going to be our next waypoint. Is it this one, Nassau Bay? Is it NASSA? Yeah, it's NASSA. Alright, this one might not be there, because it's not an airport. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to get that one. So I'm going to go to the next page of the chart. This chart has about 3 pages to it. Departure, NASA 2 arrival continued. So from NASA, we'll go to Engineer. So we're going to skip that waypoint because it's not showing up. The other 2 waypoints are actually in the Bahamas. We're not going to the Bahamas. So E-N-G... Oh, did I put H? E-N-G in R. And no, that doesn't exist in Infinite Flight. So they're still missing some waypoints, but you know, it is a lot of waypoints. I believe, if I'm correct, I think they have to add the waypoints like manually or something. I'm not really sure how they do it. So I think if you don't request that waypoint, I don't think they're gonna add that waypoint. Clearance, we're flying to where are we flying? We're flying to Memphis. I'm like, where are we going again? So we're just gonna see if we can find CHOOK. This waypoint may not show up either. I'm hoping it does. Is it? Okay, yeah, that's not right. And yes, we got that one. Cool. So that'll work. All right. So CHOOK is actually gonna be our transition, and from our transition we'll be flying to. Actually, our transition will be flying directly to our next transition into our approach, which is Waser or Wasser. W-A-S-E-R. Yep, and that one does exist. Cool. And then so from there we'll be transitioning and using the VANS 1 arrival. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that chart. And again, if you need the chart, search KATL charts if you're wondering where I'm getting all this from. So VANS 1 RNAV approach, arrival. Our transition is a Waser. From Waser we'll be flying to Erase. This is the name of the next one. That's kind of an interesting name for a waypoint. And again, guys, if you already have your waypoint, you're ready to go, you can go ahead and taxi to the runway and go. Again, we have parallel runways, so don't all line up at the same runway, so we can all get out of here in a good amount of time. All right, so at a race, we need to be at flight level 240 at 290 knots, and then from there we head to CRAM. That's CRAM with 2 M, C-R-A-M-M, and I'm going pretty fast because we spent a lot of time looking at the aircraft earlier, and I want to go ahead and make sure we have enough time to get this flight finished because I do have a meeting later on today. All right, CRAM, and at CRAM, by the way, we need to be at flight level 230 at 290 knots also. So that's gonna help us on our arrivals because we actually know the altitudes we need to be at. And then from there we head to Vans, which is the main waypoint of the arrival. Hopefully that's there. And of course not. Of course not. That's the main waypoint I need. Okay, so we're gonna skip that one. And I will probably just end it with Cram because from there it depends on what runway we take. And that depends on the winds. And we don't know what runway we're landing on yet. So we're gonna go ahead and just type in KMEM. Uh-oh, let's scroll out because I think we may have an issue. Yes, we do. Erase is not where it should be, and so is something else. So erase will delete that. That's somewhere else. And because this happens, it's possible that there could be a waypoint named CHOOK in Australia too. It's definitely possible, but it's not the one we're looking for. All right, so delete those two waypoints that are not going to work. And that's our flight plan for today. So you guys, if you want to, you can go. If you're in the flight with us today, you can go ahead and copy that flight plan. And all right, let's get ready to go ahead and taxi. We will not have any ATC today in Atlanta. I believe IFATC is in New Zealand today. All right, smoking signs on, seatbelt signs on. This is a cargo flight. We don't really need to worry about those things, but we do it anyways for safety. Nav lights turning on. Oh wait, hello. Beacon light's gonna turn on. We're about to start the engines up, and all of our cargo doors are closed. And let's see, are we clear behind us? For the most part, yes. We can go ahead and push back. And as we're pushing back, we're gonna start with engine number 3. All right. I'm pretty excited. This is gonna be my first official full flight with the DC-10 or any of the new aircraft, so I'm pretty excited about it. And yay, everybody's pushing back at the same time. It's asking for chaos. All right, we'll stop pushback. Start on engine 2.
FedEx 847 is taking off runway 27 left.
All right. Let's see what what taxiway are we at? I have the charts all up in front of me. We are at cargo 27 left. All right, so we're gonna be taking taxiway Romeo to 27 left, and depending on how traffic looks ahead of us, we may take 27 right if we need to. All right, we have 2 good engines. Let's go for the third. All right, waiting for the N1 rise. I think everything else is pretty good. Spoilers are off. Flaps will go to 15 for takeoff. Trim's gonna be 50. Yeah, it worked for us the last couple times. And we are ready to go. I think let's check our engine again. Engine is good, or at least the parking brakes. And give it a little bit of power. Today's cruising altitude will, I believe, be flight level 320. Yes, we'll be cruising at 320 today. Again, we should have a tailwind the entire way. Let's see. Alright, so our runway's over there to our right, so we're just gonna go that way. I got an F-14 on the left wing. Alright, we're gonna set our initial altitude to 12,000 as usual. I gotta get used to all my autopilot being on the left instead of on my right. I know depending on what device you use, some devices have, or my device used to always have it on the left side, on the right side. But my power was the only thing on the left side, so it's also kind of weird because my map has been moved a bit. Lufthansa A330 it looks like over there, going like extremely fast. So I don't really like. I'm on an iPhone 7 Plus, so I don't know how I feel about this map being where it is. Now I know they probably have to move some stuff around to make it work for the new iPhone 10. I have an announced taxi to runway 27 left.
Hartsfield Jackson,
so watch, make sure nobody's gonna run into us. Yeah, it's a little weird because like my hand has gotten used to the configuration that it used to be at. So I mean, it's not really a complaint. It's just I gotta get used to it again.
FedEx 1549.
This is 27 left, right?
Left.
Yeah, okay.
Hartsfield Jackson Unicom Echo Kilo 0001.
Alright, so I have my spoilers on my right, my autopilot on my right, but I have the rest of my autopilot controls on my left. So that is going to be I'm gonna have to get used to that. Alright, let's see. Before takeoff checklist, flaps are checked, trim is checked, gears down, locked, brakes are off. Land lights are now on, strobe lights are now on. We're gonna go ahead and announce takeoff on runway 27 left because nobody's in front of us. Departing to the west. And we're gonna go ahead and roll on.
Departing west. Hartsfield Jackson.
This thing maneuvers pretty well on the ground too, by the way. It's not very sluggish. Some aircraft can be sluggish whenever they're taxiing, so it's not very sluggish, so that's good. Alright, so let's go ahead. So let's see, throttle to 93. Right there. 94, that's good enough. Calibrate our screen again. And be looking for 160 for rotate. Oh, already up in the air. Already rotating. I didn't even pull throttle back. Alright, positive climb, gear up. Lock. Remember, we're not in solo mode anymore, so we have to actually pay attention to our speed. We're gonna lock it at 220 on the. Oh, I thought I put the gear up, but I didn't. I'm also gonna lock my heading. And we'll be flying the NASA 2 departure. So now we're past 1500. We're gonna go ahead and hit where the heck is nav? Where's nav mode? Oh, this right here. I was like, where is nav mode? Oh, I need to turn those things off. I am not okay with that. Where is that? Hide airplane names is on. Automatic something. General. Let's just watch it. Let's watch this to make sure I don't crash. Alright, aircraft is taking care of itself now. I don't like those little, like, landing guides. Like, I really don't like those. So I want to get rid of them. So let's go do that. So I can't remember what if I think is that on graphics? Nope. Audio, live, general, landing aid off. Airport names are off. Control sensitivity. I think everything else is good. I think that's the only thing that changed. So I know I didn't turn it on, so I never use it. What was that?
Hartsfield Jackson Unicom, Blue 1817 is taking off runway 27 left, departing straight out. Hartsfield Jackson Unicom, November 1.
Alright, we're climbing out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Crossing runway 27
Let's go
right.
to the flyby view. Listen to this thing roar as it goes by. Beautiful FedEx DC-10. We need to get a screenshot and climb out of here. Passing 7,500. I don't really see a screenshot opportunity yet. I'll get one when we find one. I'm pretty sure there will be one at some point.
Hartsfield Jackson,
I mean, it's not a bad one right there.
FedEx 1549 is taking off runway 27 left, departing west.
All right, cool. All right, so there's slaw coming up. I'm gonna speed up a bit. Ooh, slow down, slow down. We are not past 10,000 yet. Okay, now we're past 10,000. Like, that thing was going fast to 250 knots. Alright. Landing lights going off. Now that we're past 10K. We can get rid of all the flaps. One thing I like is when aircraft they react a little bit better to changing the flap setting. If you're flying the 747 and you go from flap 15 to flap 0, it's like an instant change, and your aircraft will just rock all over the place, and it's really annoying. And so I'm glad that they fixed that with some of the newer aircraft. Like, you don't have that problem with the 787 and the 777, stuff like that. But in some of the older aircraft, you do have that issue. So I'm glad that they I'm not getting that problem with flying this plane. So guys, as usual, please create spacing between yourself and others. All right, we're gonna go ahead and climb up to our cruising altitude of 320. Man, I am not used to my altitude being on the left side. I'm like looking for it all over the place. I can't find it. All right, up to 320. And we'll climb at about, I don't know, 3,500. You know how we do here. It's a short flight, so we want to get up there pretty quickly because we have to descend as soon as we get there. And now that we're above 10K, we can actually speed up too. One thing I need to pay attention to is what is the overspeed limit of this aircraft. That's something else, you know. So I'm gonna have to stay in the cockpit for a bit in this view to pay attention to what is the, you know, how fast can I go without overspeeding, because every aircraft is different, and you know, at different altitudes. Alright, but as you can already see, we're getting a little red dot at 350 knots, but we're only at 14,000. So as we get higher, it's going to come down. So we have to just pay attention to that and find out when that's coming down, so I can make sure to lower my indicated airspeed as we get higher, so that we don't get caught speeding. Because that's not going to change until Mach, until we get about 27 to 28,000 feet. Yeah, I personally don't really like the buttons on my left side. Like this approach button and all. I don't like it on the left side because it kind of like it limits my space for my left thumb now. Before, I had all this space on the left side that I could use to move my screen, but now I don't really have that luxury anymore. So, but again, I know they had to make changes for the iPhone 10. If I had an iPhone 10, I would have a lot more space, because all of the left side of my phone is like where the camera is and the speaker is black. That's real estate that my phone is not using for a screen. So, oh, but look at this too. Now, another one part of the update was the network lag issue they had before. Before, whenever you were close to another aircraft, it would look like horrible. Like you would see them like lagging all over the place. But now, as we can see, that F-14 below us is looking pretty smooth. Now, I can't tell if he's just slowing down, and that's why he keeps dropping back like that, or if he's lagging. So. But it's a lot smoother than it used to be. So I don't know, maybe that is lag. I don't know. But it does already look a whole lot better than what it did at one point. So now it's possible to do formation flights a little bit more legitly, and it can be a little bit more fun to do formation flights when you're not like lagging so badly. Alright, so I'm just checking in here, make sure we're not speeding. And it looks like we have another fighter jet coming up over the horizon. So we're going to be seeing a lot of escorts now, because they added autopilot to the fighter jets. Before, there was no autopilot. Now that there is autopilot, you know, flying in jets is a lot easier. You don't have to be, you know, controlling with your, you know, with your hands the whole time, which got very annoying. So whenever I did fighter jet flights before, I would only do like short flights, maneuvers, stuff like that, but I never would do like a full flight from point A to point B, because it's just no fun. It's like I have to make sure that my aircraft would not, like, you know, fall or do anything crazy, or like turn to the left and then leave. So but yeah, so Wednesday again, guys, we'll be doing a military stream on Infinite Flight. So we'll be flying fighter jets, and we're going to be needing some tankers too. We will be doing some refueling, so I'm excited about that. I have not even tried it yet. I've never tried it, so I don't know how long it's going to take to get it. I don't know how hard it is, anything. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But anyways, let me go ahead and pay attention to the chat. I have not really been looking at you guys' chat all stream, and I apologize. Just kind of been like really looking at, you know how it is, guys. I mean, when you first got the update, you were just like enjoying everything. So that's basically what I'm doing now, just really taking it in, you know, really giving you guys what my first impressions of it. But for the most part, I like it. I like everything. I've already pointed out a few things, a few suggestions that I had. Mostly suggestions, not too many complaints. Mostly suggestions. We'll see as we land too what that's like. I am going to need you guys' help on the configuration for the landing for this aircraft because I don't know what that is. But I do like it, and we can see. I'm gonna go out here again. We're gonna see the second air. Is that another jet? How many jets do we have out here? There's another jet nearby. Is he below us? Looks like an F-16. Yep, that's an F-16. But yeah, so how you guys doing? Welcome, Lebrett's Files. Good to see you. Tyson Kunatry. Planes and Trains, man. Good to see you as usual. Thank you for modding. Oscar Hollis, do you have to pay for these aircraft? No, it comes with the subscription. So once you have a Infinite Flight Pro subscription, no matter which one you get all the aircraft, I believe. Try me later. How you doing, man? No violation. Let's go back to the cockpit and make sure we don't get a violation. All right, so we're already at Mach 0.85, and we're doing pretty good. We're almost to our cruising altitudes. We still have some more room too. We can actually go a little bit faster. Our next waypoint is Wazer, and it's about 30 minutes out. Who else do we have in here? Try me later. What's going on, man? Tyson, shout out to you, bro. Harris Corville. Sean NG, welcome back. Justin, man, I hope you don't get caught watching the stream. He said he's going to be dead if he gets caught. Harris, you're in the F-14. Well, thank you, man, for the escort. Thanman Production. Vin Train, welcome back, bro. Starly, good to see you. Laser Gamer, good to see you too, man. Who else do we have? Aviator Lucas, always good to see you. Jordan Rankin. Aviator Illin was welcome back. Zerdy38 watching on Twitch. Shout out to you, bro. Yes, sir, this is Flight Global. Sorry for the late reply, by the way. Like I said, I wasn't really looking at the stream chat. So shout out to everybody watching on YouTube and on Twitch. I am now looking at the chat for both. So if you have any questions or anything you want to say, any shout outs, anything like that, go ahead and put those in now before I have to pay attention to our arrival. We have about 30 minutes to chat and talk and hang out. Ashley Tripp, you're going to go fly a real plane today. You'll be flying the GA8. That sounds great. Michael Augustine. Anyone need to refuel? They might need to. Moon on Agar. What's up, bro? Alright, we're at our cruising altitude now, and I'm going to go ahead and speed up a bit. And again, guys, you know how it is. I don't really go for realistic cruising speeds. I go for time efficiency rather than fuel efficiency. All right, see how fast we can go though. I want to see how fast we can go. I'm gonna go to 0.88. Welcome Chia Wei Long. All right, we can go faster than that. 0.89. I'm gonna keep pushing it up until it doesn't let me go anymore. Starly wants to be my refueler. Can you refuel this thing? Let's save that for Wednesday. We'll do that Wednesday. I wanna we're gonna be talking in the Discord throughout this week about who's gonna be the refueler, because I don't want just a bunch of refueling planes to show up. I mean, I know there will be some refueling planes that show up for the flight, but I want to have some designated people who are going to be the refuelers. For example, for me to refuel. I mean, we can have some other people refueling for other ones, but I want to have a specific person refueling for me. Just like we have our what do you call it? Our Follow Me Taxi. So I am going to be needing that in Memphis, by the way, Planes and Trains. All right, so it looks like Mach 0.9 is about as fast as we're going to be able to get. If we go 0.91, we're probably going to be right in the red. Ground speed right now is 492. Yeah, we're about to be in the red. So I would never fly that close to the red. I'm going to go 0.9. The winds are actually in front of us. That doesn't make any sense. we have a headwind. We're supposed to have a tailwind. Maybe my map was wrong or outdated. All right, so we're gonna kick it here at 0.90 Mach. And yeah, we're 12 minutes from Wazer. When we get to Wazer, that's probably gonna be our top of descent. We're gonna need to descend via the what's the name of it? The Vans 1 arrival into Memphis. So let me get that on my screen so I can pay attention to that. Our transition for the Vans arrival will be Wazer. And then we have everything else in there. But when we get to erase, actually we didn't have a race. I think we had cram though. When we get to cram, we'll be at flight level 230. So we need to drop about 10,000 feet in about 50 miles or so. Alright, cool, so we're cruising, so we can go back outside now. Actually, let's go to the wing view. I want to appreciate this wing view. Where's the right one? That's so cool. Alright, there we go. I've been wanting to use this view for so long, and I never can. I never could before because of the horrible lag that it was. Yes, it is very cool to fly the new aircraft. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Vintrain, what do you mean? Do the review casual. What are you talking about? SIA's new safety video. Who is that? Killer Man, yes. Anybody who's watching is always, you can always join in the flight. Sorry. You are always welcome to join in the flight. Just find us on the map. Like I said, my flight plan is in the description of the YouTube video. If you're on Twitch, the best way for you to find the flight plan would be to go on Discord, or you could always ask, and I can show you on the map and be like, okay, so I mean, basically everybody knows we're flying from Atlanta to Memphis, Tennessee. So you'll find us somewhere in between there. Right now we're in over Alabama, north of Birmingham, KBHM. And then we're getting pretty close to Wazer, and then we'll be descending. Speaking of that, actually, you know, we'll talk about descending a little bit later. I want to talk to you guys a bit more. Yes, sir, it is a little bit cold in Texas. It's not like, it depends on who you are, though. I mean, to me, it's cold, but if you're used to being cold, then it's probably not cold for you. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing refueling. I'm not flying ahead of it. We were flying on expert server for reasons. Oh, I didn't know Singapore Airlines had a new safety video. That's pretty cool. Singaporeans unite. That's funny. I think somebody just flew by us. Or close to us. There he is. Man, this just makes it so, like, being I love complimenting the developers because I know they work so hard. If you think about the motivational quote that I did in the beginning, which you probably couldn't hear because my voice was all weird because I had to fix my audio, but basically, you know, you see the success, you see what we're able to play, we're able to enjoy the product of all the hard work the developers have put into this game, all the long hours, all the time that they put into this game. So, or I should say sim. So it's pretty cool, because I know they worked so hard just to get us to be able to fly this close together.
Hartsfield Jackson Unicom.
Almost got hit by that.
Lima, Victor Alpha 76 is inbound. Request traffic advisories.
But look at that. We have pilots in the flight deck. It is not just an empty flight deck now. quality right there. Ooh, that's a good idea. The best way to check lag is to flash your landing lights at somebody. You'd have to be on voice though when you do it, so they know. Oh God. Dead. Alright, now you guys know how this is. Who is this person? Emirates VA CEO. Yeah, that's not okay, just so you know, man. That's not okay. You can fly around me, but don't fly through me. And now with the lagging issue being fixed, there is no excuse for ever flying through anybody. Because before it was actually, you weren't actually flying through that person. Indro, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to Blue Royal family. But yeah, before you weren't actually flying through a person, you were flying through their ghost, or what you thought was them. But now that the locations are correct, yeah, so no excuses for that anymore. Grammar Reporter, our ETE to destination is about 20 minutes. ETE to our next wait. ETE to our top of descent is about 5. Yeah, we all just died. The F-14 just killed us. Whew. Okay, so before we descend, let's quickly talk about, I know we've been talking a lot about the new aircraft, the new update, and how excited we are about that, but I'm also excited about this week. I'm going to be doing my first ever X-Plane live stream tomorrow. As a lot of you guys know, I got a new PC, and all weekend I've been doing tests on different PC games like X-Plane, DCS World, and iRacing, and it seems to be going okay. So now I need to do an actual real stream to see if it actually is gonna work. So tomorrow we'll be doing a flight. We'll be flying an X-Plane. I believe I'll be flying single player though, but I don't know. I may fly VATSIM, so we'll see if I can get VATSIM to work. There's really not that much of a point to fly VATSIM because there's probably not going to be ATC where we're flying to or from. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a short flight, about an hour, 15 minutes flight. We'll be flying out of where are we flying from Juneau, as you guys know, my favorite airport to fly in and out of for test flights and stuff like that. And then we'll be flying to Stewart, which is the airport we flew to in Infinite Flight once. We actually did a flight from Portland to Stewart. It was a flight we did about I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago. It was extremely turbulent. We flew to Cessna Citation, but it was a lot of fun. It looked great on Infinite Flight, and it's going to look even better on X-Plane because I have been working on getting ortho scenery for all the places that we fly to and from. So I have some really good ortho scenery in Juneau, and I'm going to create between now and tomorrow, hopefully if I have enough time, some ortho photo scenery between Portland and Stewart Airport. So really excited about that. We'll be flying in the King Air tomorrow too. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to shout out Ilias Driddy. Shout out to him, and the reason I'm shouting him out is because he posted a really nice screenshot to my Discord channel, and I liked it so much that I used it for today's thumbnail. So shout out to him. And he doesn't even know I used it. I just kind of took it. So thank you. I didn't even ask for your permission. I should ask for your permission. But thank you, man. I didn't have any like cool like MD-11 or DC-10 photos because I've never flown it. So I haven't had any screenshots yet. So I needed one, and I was like, hey, let's go look at screenshots. I know that everybody in my community has been posting tons of screenshots, and so I used that one. It's really cool. Nice little silhouette. And yes, I play X-Plane. I'll be flying. Like I said, I'll be flying X-Plane tomorrow. In tomorrow's live stream, same time. I will not be flying Infinite Flight. We'll be flying X-Plane. So that'll be my first ever X-Plane stream. And it's funny because this has been a long time coming. You guys have no idea how long I've been trying to stream X-Plane. But it's crazy because I had to reinstall the game, so I'm starting all over again. So I'm basically starting at 0 hours of flight time. So I'm trying to go back and reinstall all of my add-ons, all my plugins, all my scenery, stuff like that. And I'm doing it slowly because I want to find out what scenery works and what doesn't work, and also what scenery works and what scenery hurts my frames. So I can't just install everything at once. I gotta do one at a time. Laser, when am I getting the thing for the donation? What are you talking about? What thing for donation? And oh, I have more news. So I'm also getting a yoke. I am getting a yoke. I'll be able to use it for X-Plane. I'll be able to use it for Infinite Flight even. I may not. I don't know if I'm gonna use it for Infinite Flight. We'll see. I may try it for Infinite Flight, but I know that Infinite Flight you're able to use yokes. So, but for sure I'll be using it for X-Plane and DCS World. So that should come in the next few days. So I will not have it by tomorrow. So I'll be using a different controller. I actually use my PS4 controller right now. Who's that? Sean Sum. Our flight is only about 20 more minutes long. We're about to descend here in the next few minutes. Actually, in the next minute. So let's go ahead and slow our speed down. And I didn't actually calculate our descent. So let's see if I can calculate that very quickly. We'll be descending from 32,000 down to 23,000, and we only have about 50 miles to do it.
Hartsfield Jackson Unicom Uniform Papa Sierra
Distance is going to be about 50 miles,
runway 27 left,
and we can say our indicator airspeed is about 280, so that'll put us down at about 1,300 feet per minute. So we're going to go ahead and slow our speed down to I keep forgetting where everything moved. I keep forgetting where all my UI stuff is. Alright, so we're going to slow down to like 0.82.
Hartsfield Jackson Unicom Romeo Echo Delta,
and we're only less than a minute now from our next waypoint. So I want to get our speed down so when we put the nose down, it will hold it. It'd be really cool if they added a level change to autopilot. Most aircraft have a thing called level change, and basically what it does is once you set the new altitude, it will basically tilt your aircraft down, or pitch, I should say, pitch it'll pitch. I can't talk. It will pitch your aircraft down. But it will maintain the speed that you have set on the auto throttle. We'll be using that on in X-Plane tomorrow. Laser Gamer, I already have Super Chat. You can use Super Chat now. I don't know what you meant. You can either use Super Chat or you can use. I have a link to Streamlabs where you can donate also if you like. Alright, let's go ahead and descend down to 23,000 feet. Yeah, I gotta get used to that altitude being on the left side. That is so weird. Now, for some of you guys who'd have different types of phones, you may be used to that, but I am not. Alright, descending down, negative 13,000, I should say. No, it's 1,300, I'm sorry. We'll do 1,500 just in case. My calculations may be a little bit wrong. We're not going to use any spoilers. Don't think we need them yet. Nice. This looks so good. It looks so good. I'm telling you, man, like, Infinite Flight is only going to get better. I mean, the global release was a freaking massive thing. Like, that was amazing. I mean, look at this scenery around us. Look at all this beautiful freaking photo scenery that we're flying over the entire world. I mean, not all of it. There's, like, some regions that don't have HD scenery. But for the most part, the whole world has scenery that looks just as good as what we're looking at right now. Or better, because maybe there's mountains or rivers or ocean or whatever. So this is really cool. Yeah, you can play Infinite Flight. It's true. You can play Infinite Flight on your computer using Infinite Flight Connect. I've tried it and I didn't really like it personally. I think it'd be better if you're using a joystick maybe, but I didn't really like it that much. I'd rather just use a phone. No problem, Ilias Dridi. I appreciate that, man. Screenshot looked great. So, that being said, you guys are always welcome to post screenshots to our Discord channel. In the aviation group or whatever, there's a screenshot channel you can put. Is it Live Flight Connect? Yeah, I think it is Live Flight Connect. You're right, Clarence. You are right, Clarence, the AV Geek. It's called Live Flight Connect. So if you guys want to play Infinite Flight on your PC or laptop, it doesn't really take much. I mean, it's not very hard on your system at all. Basically, all it does is I think it goes over Wi-Fi or something. If I'm correct, I think it uses Wi-Fi to connect to your phone, and then you can basically control. You can create quick keys for everything. So you can have a quick key for landing gear. Or I think I could be wrong. I think it's free, bro. It's a free app for your laptop or computer. But I think you can create quick keys for everything. I could be wrong though. Like I said, I don't use it because I tried it and I didn't really like it. But when I get my joystick, I may give it another try. How to set up, I believe there's a video somewhere how to set it up. Or when you go to the website, just Google Live Flight Connect, and it has all of the instructions there for you. Champion High, yes sir, we're flying in the MD-11 today. Or no, actually this is the DC-10, not the MD-11. And we had Singapore, just flew over our head. At least he flew over and not through. Harris Carvel, where do you send pictures? There's a link at the very bottom of the description of this video on YouTube, and it has the Discord link is there, and I believe for Twitch people the Discord link I believe is in my information. If it's not, let me know. Send me like a whisper or send me a personal message on Twitch if you have any questions for my Discord or any links like that, 'cause I'm not sure if I have that set up on Twitch. I'm trying to get my Twitch stuff on the same level as my YouTube stuff. Right now my YouTube is a little bit more. Labrat's file, I think I just saw you post something with Singapore. You can post it to Aviation News. Do you need infinite flight for it to work? Yes, you do need infinite flight for Live Flight Connect to work. If you have a laptop, I mean, if you have a MacBook, you can use the App Store to get Live Flight Connect. If you have a Windows computer, I don't really know how that works because I'm very new to Windows computers. The Bomber 990, not right now. I'm not gonna be doing any refueling today. Like I said, on Wednesday's stream, we'll be back on Infinite Flight, and we will be doing some refueling. So for all you guys who want to see refueling, just wait a couple days. That is basically the main purpose of that, because I want to do it. It's funny is on DCS World, air refueling is like a normal thing. They've had it forever, but I suck at it. Like I tried for an entire hour trying to connect to the refueling boom and was not able to make it work. So I'm very interested in how it's going to work when we try to do an infinite flight. If there's any tutorials online, I may go watch them between now and then, but I don't know how hard is it? Is it really hard?
All right.
The Bomber 990, thank you for that sub. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. But yeah, I'm very interested on how hard it is, how difficult it is to do air refueling on infinite flight, because again, it is on your phone. It's not like I mean, I had a hard time air refueling on a PC game, so I'm honestly really nervous about how to refuel on infinite flight. Oh my god, Harris Carvel says he tried for 1 hour with a friend. It's that hard. Maybe I need to practice before. Maybe I need to do some practice before we stream, so we're not streaming for a whole hour, just me trying to connect to the freaking thing. Alright, lab rats, man. I'll see you later. Well, Hacky Hadi says it's easy. Alright, where are we? Here comes Cram. So let's take a look at our chart. Or let me take a look at the chart. 23,290 knots is where we need to be at.
Alright.
Thank you for that sub, Darion Jake. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, bro. Alright, 290 knots. And here comes Cram, and after Cram, oh, we don't know where to go. After Cram, we just fly to Memphis. Okay, so that being said, I haven't planned farther than this. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Memphis information. Memphis METAR, no winds. That's very helpful. That is very helpful. I don't like it when they don't have winds, because then I don't know where to land. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean that's actually accurate. When I look at the METAR on SkyVector, it actually does say 0. So let's see. We're gonna do parallels. So we'll either do 3.6 or 1.8. Let's do 3.6. We're gonna land 36 left, 36 center, and 36 right. And I will take 36 center. So let's go ahead and create a arrival route for 36 center. We're gonna do some. I'm gonna space out the approach so that people can have room. So that's gonna be our next waypoint there. So we're gonna go ahead and bank to the left, and I'm gonna draw out the rest. So basically, we're gonna fly into a left downwind. So we need to descend a lot more. Let's go down. Man, I keep forgetting where my altitude is. Let's go down to 11,000. Alright, so guys, expect to land on the 3.6 side, not the 1.8 side. And not the crossing runways either, please. I'm going to go down to 275. And we'll go down about 1,800 feet per minute. There we go. That'll do. Alright, so now, while the aircraft is now doing all that good stuff, I'm going to go ahead and draw out my approach. Head to Diddy. P. Diddy. And we'll go here. Just keep that map up. All right, there we go. Alright, cool. From there, we can basically put ourselves on a pretty long, looks like about a 32-mile final. That'll do. That gives us time to get spacing, and that's the main reason I'm putting us out so far. And again, if you guys would like to create your own route, as long as you're landing on the 3.6 side, I'm okay with that. But just remember to create spacing between yourself and the person ahead of you. Don't act like you're a freaking casual or training server pilot. Nobody wants to see those. We need to make separation, and we should all know how to do that by now. We've had plenty of practice. All right, and that actually puts us like almost perfectly aligned with 3.6 center. Yeah. So I'll do 3.6 center, and then whoever's around me can do 3.6 left and 3.6 right. Jorge Lazo, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Hope you're enjoying the video, enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the new update. All right, Genie. And today we're going to be doing the ILS approach. I'm going to be using approach mode, so I want to see how the aircraft handles approach mode. Oh, did I add that? No, I didn't. I think I did add it. Did I add it? Oh, I did. Okay, I added it twice. Delete. My stomach is growling. I don't know if you guys can hear that. All right, cool. Now that's gonna be our arrival. And yeah, we didn't do a count today. Let's see how many people we have flying with us. I think some people may already be on the ground. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where's he going? I don't think this is with us. No, he's not. Alright, so 15 aircraft, and we have a couple at the airport already. And a jet. 16, 17, 18, 19. Cool, we have 19 people. I don't know if this guy is with us. I think he is. I'm not 100% sure if he's with us. But we'll count him. Oh, really? Now you want to change? Now the weather wants to update. Are you serious? After I freaking made my flight? Oh, I hate that. That's really annoying. That is really annoying. Alright, guys. Runway change. Please stand by for runway change. So basically, oh my gosh. Alright, landing on the 1.8 side now, because apparently the winds are 230 at 6. I don't know why it took until now to update, but so I'm just gonna fly the same route. Hold on, let me think about this. What time is it? I just don't want this flight to go on for too much. Like I don't want the flight to have to go for too much longer. What I'm thinking is entering, instead going into a right downwind approach for 1.8 center. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll do that. All right. Well then, yay. But I will do a little shortcut. We'll do a shortcut. Let's delete some of these waypoints. Alright, we're going to delete this one, delete that one, delete that one, delete that one, delete Winston, and we'll delete KM, whatever that is. And so from, actually, I'm going to delete Diddy too. So we're going to actually just fly directly into a right downwind pattern for runway 18 center, delete Diddy. So we'll do that right there. And then we'll fly parallel to the runway, so we get about here. Actually, let's use the other one. Do this one right here. Not that it really matters. Alright. That's just me being like, I don't know. And then we'll fly our downwind leg to Gumbler. I really hope I'm not speeding right now. Like, I'm not looking at, I have not been looking at my speed, but I'm like really hoping I'm not speeding right now. And then we will intercept the glide slope and localizer. We probably should have went all the way out to Gobble, but that is okay. We won't do that. We'll just go straight to MEM 88. And then Jaldo. So I'm gonna have to get the chart for this to find out what altitude we need to be for the approach. And yeah, 18 center. Is Trevor a part of that? Yeah, Trevor is. Trevor, and then it looks like the MEM 87 is like off, so we're gonna skip that one, and we'll go straight to the runway from there, like that. Now I like to put the end of the runway, if it has it. I like putting the waypoint at the end of the runway, because what it does when you do that, your plane, like whenever you set your ILS to auto, it will automatically go to that one instead of 18 left and 18 right. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but whenever you set that up like that, you're able to get a more accurate reading of the runway that you're gonna fly into. All right, so we're gonna be, I guess, since we're so far out now. Actually, let's go back. We're going to stay at 11,000 for a bit longer than I was expecting, and we'll go to 280. And I think we should be close enough to contact Memphis. Are we? It doesn't look like it. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so hopefully as we arrive, the weather will not change again. Clearance, yeah, I'll have to check some more sources for weather in the future. Because I checked SkyVector and it said the exact same thing as what Infinite Flight said. It said 0. It said winds are 0, basically variable. You know what I think it is, honestly? I think that Memphis, the airport itself, had not updated. Because now that I go to SkyVector, now it's updated. Now it says, like I said, it says the exact same things Infinite Flight says. It says winds are 230 at 6 knots, visibility is 10, clear. The temperature is 11, dew point -1, altimeter 3015. So that's exactly what Memphis says. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly the same. So I think that the airport literally did not have weather information yet. I think that's what it was. I think even if I had gone to like Flight Radar or something like that, it still wouldn't have given me anything. Do I have any idea what gate I'm parking at? No, I do not, Killer. I do not have any. Lebras file is true. 6 knots wind is not really bad. That's like nothing. We could still land on 3.6, but we're just gonna take 1.8. Lebras is like, have you actually thought of the possibility of there not being wind? It's like, no. I mean, I know there is actually, I know that there really is times when there actually really is no wind, but I just don't like it when there's no wind, because it's just harder to decide where to land, because I'm flying into an airport that I'm not that familiar with. I don't live in Memphis, so I don't know what, runway operations they usually use, because a lot of airports, when there's no wind, they still have a runway that they default to, but I don't know about this one. Harris, Carvo, am I gonna watch the landings? You guys ask me that every stream. I'm gonna try to watch them today. Last time I had to get out of here really fast in the last stream Friday, but yes, I'm gonna try to see if I can stick around for a little bit and we'll watch you guys land. But again, it depends on where I am in line. Right now, it looks like we're somewhere towards the front. So if I stay towards the front of the line, I'll be able to watch you guys land. But if you guys are ahead of me, I won't be able to see. I see an F-22 ahead of us. Oh, we just died. F-22 just killed us. Who the heck is that? You need to go do some training, buddy. Aviation 737YT. I think it looks like you're purposefully hitting me. You just hit me twice. And I know you don't have autopilot on. Alright, let's cut. Okay, I don't want to descend because I don't want to slow down. So wait till we get to Hebug to descend. We probably should descend though a lot sooner. Alright, we're gonna descend. Land lights on. And we'll go down to 6,000. Oh, speaking of altitudes, I need to look at the chart for 1/8 center. Alright, flight spool is up. We'll take a look at our, let's see, so we'd be at 3,000 at Lowry and 2,000 at Jalito. Ooh, we need to slow down a lot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is why I don't like that thing being right there, because I can't see. Alright, Jalito. Okay, let's look at the map now. I think I have Jalito on there. Yeah, there's Jalito. So right here at 2,000, I mean, right here at Jalito, we need to be at 2,000 feet. That's where we're going to intercept the glide slope. The localizer, we can actually find it before then. I'm going to try to get the localizer out here by Gumbler. And at Lowry, way out here, you see we need to be at 3,000, but we're not actually going to be going that far out. So let's just expect to be at about 2,000 feet, 2,500 when we get to Gumbler. And then we'll be 3,000 at Payoff, and we'll do 5,000 when we get to Hebug. So let's go ahead and change that altitude. Instead of 6,000, we'll do 5. And we should be close now to Memphis, to talk to Memphis. There it is. Alright, we're going to go announce inbound. Landing on 1/8 center. Right traffic.
Memphis International Unicom. Blue 116 is 18 nautical miles to the south at 10,800 feet.
Start descending.
Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 18 center. Memphis International Unicom. FedEx 847 is on final. Runway 36 right.
Ooh, we just flew right over that guy.
Memphis International Unicom. FedEx
if this was real life, this would have been scary, freaking dangerous. Freaking F-22s flying through us. Yeah, there's our runway right there.
Memphis International Unicom.
We got other airliners coming like within like 10 feet of us. Freaking scary as that.
1,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 18 center. Memphis International Unicom. FedEx 1549 is 24 nautical miles to the south.
Infinite Aviator sounds good, man. You're behind me. Cool.
Inbound for landing. Will make
Alexis, you're landing on the grass. Cool.
27. Memphis International Unicom. Infinite Flight 859 is on right downwind. Runway 18 left. Memphis International Unicom. Delta India
Aviation and gameplay. Once you were in a parallel takeoff with the DC-10. Well, today I'm hoping to have a parallel landing with a few people because we have three runways. Remember that, guys. We have 3 runways. So choose one that somebody else is not on.
Inbound for landing. Will make straight and for runway 18 right.
Don't hesitate to use. Oh, right. Okay, guys, go ahead and start sending me advice on how to land this thing because I've never landed it. I didn't watch the video. I'm being told don't be scared to do flaps 50 early. What's our max flaps in this thing? Oh, 50. Wow. It's a lot of flaps. So flaps 50 early. Okay. How early is early? Alright, so we're going down to 5,000 with spoilers on, but we don't need them anymore. We're going to go with spoilers off. Land lights are on, seatbelt sounds are on, nav lights are on, beacon lights are on. We are below max landing weight, so we're good there.
007 Super, holding short runway 18
Separation as far, I mean, what's funny is that most of the aircraft who are flying with us today are all like fighter jets. Look at this, look at this, look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 fighter jets around me. And then this, as far as separation between airliners is really good. The separation between everybody else is not. Looks like everybody else decided to land somewhere else. We got people landing on 2-7, which I said not to land on, even though it's green. And then we have people landing on 3-6, which I also said not to land at. Oh crap! What are you talking about? Hold on, hold on, hold on. What? Oh crap! I'm about to get a freaking violation. How did I get a speed violation? Slow down, slow down. Oh, and there it is. There, you saw it, guys. You saw it first. You saw it first. I don't even know how it happened, but you saw it first. Speed freaking violation. Are you serious? I don't even know how. I had my speed set to 220.
Memphis International.
Welcome to grade 3. That is, yep, that's right. That's exactly what just happened. That's exactly what just happened. And again, guys, that is how easy it is to get a speed violation on infinite flight. I was literally, I had just noticed it. I was trying to correct it. And before I had time to correct it, boom, I got a violation. Yay. RIP grade 4. RIP to the green name tag. Okay, this separation is not okay. Where did you come from? Alright, let's go ahead and start putting some flaps. Flaps 10. What's the landing speed of this thing?
FedEx 847, crossing runway 18 center. Memphis International Unicom, FedEx 905 is on final, runway 27.
That's very upsetting. Thankfully, I mean, thankfully, I'm only grade 3, so I still get to fly expert server, but I'm still really upset that I got that violation. I'm very upset. I mean, you guys were watching, like, you literally were watching me and how that happened, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. Alright, so whoever this is, Sean, bro, this happens every stream. Separation, bro, separation. Speed, something, change something. We are too close. Do left 360. Alright, we're on a right downwind. .18 center.
Memphis International Unicom, Blue 116 is on right downwind, runway 18 center.
Landing speed, some people are saying 140, some people are saying 130. If you watch the tutorial, tell me what the landing speed is. If you haven't watched it, if you have not watched the tutorial, do not tell me what the landing speed is. Alright, Lebret's is saying 165 knots is the landing speed.
On right downwind, runway 18 left. Memphis International Unicom, Blue 181.7 is on right downwind, runway
18 left is closed for an emergency? I don't think so. So 50 knots is a flaps at 165 knots. Alright, we'll try it. Let's go flaps to 15. Alright, we should be able to see Memphis on our right wing somewhere. Is that it? Where is it? Where's Memphis? Where are we? Oh, it's way out there. I think it may be on the other side of that river.
November 151 Charlie Golf is 16 nautical miles to the west at 8,000 feet.
I am still upset about that freaking violation. I'm gonna have. It's gonna take me a whole week to get over it, literally.
Memphis
600 knots landing speed sounds good to me.
Delta India Charlie Echo 447 is clear of all runways.
Let's speed up actually, let's go 220. Separation is pretty horrible right now. Sean, you need to slow down, bro. Or do a left 360. Even if you're landing on the parallel runway, you should never be this close to me. Not in the airline. I mean, if we were jets, that'd be fine, but the jets can be close, but not you. I'm gonna go spoil this to armed. Yeah, we definitely need tower or approach. We more, for my flights, we need approach more than we need tower. Tower is like nothing but landing. You don't need anything with tower, but approach is what we need for separation.
Fox Trent X-Ray 42 Super is on right base. Runway 18 center.
Nice, so we might land parallel with Aviation Nation, he says. And his F-14 is about to hit me. And dead. So dead. Bro, what are you doing? Get out of the way.
Runway 18 center.
What is it? I wish I had the power to send people back to training server sometimes. Or casual. Like if I want to like ask Infinite Flight. Like I know I'm nobody special. I know I'm not anybody special, but can you just give me the power to just like click on somebody and just like ghost them? Like, bro, get out of the way. We're not refueling right now. Yes, check forums for directions to apply for IFATC. I mean, for directions on. Alright, we're making our turn. We need to be down at 2,000? And this time we'll be watching my speed. And guys, again, I mean, I'm not over this. I'm gonna be talking about this probably for the rest of the stream. But you know, the whole flight, I've been very conscious of not speeding. And then that one time, Flaps 28, that one freaking time. Oh well. Well, thankfully, let's look at the positive side of this. I can still fly expert server. I'm only grade 3. But it's going to take me a week to get rid of that one violation. For grade 4 and above, you cannot have even one violation. Just so you know.
Memphis International Unicom.
For grade 3, I believe you get like 3 violations.
22 nautical miles to the southeast at 14,400 feet. Inbound for landing will make straight.
I wish they would add center back to Infinite Flight so you could be center so that one person can control multiple airports. Alright, we're on our base leg, and I don't know what I'm doing. I have never landed this plane before. Being told to land at 165 knots. That sounds good to me. I'm going to slow my speed down to 210. Matter of fact, we're going to go 200 straight up.
Blue 180.17 is on right base. Runway 18 center.
So wish me luck, guys, and make sure you have your seatbelts on back in the cargo bay. And Sean, bro, you need to go somewhere. You have literally been like within 10 feet of me the entire flight. What sucks is that whenever you, okay, again, like I'm saying, I'm still thinking about this violation and how it happened. What sucks is like, I was on the exterior view. When I left the interior view, everything was okay. I was descending. I had my speeds set well below 250 knots. I knew I needed to be slower, and so I set it up to be slower. And yet I still somehow got, like, I saw the speed warning. And when I saw the speed warning, I was like, okay, crap, I need to fix it. And so I clicked on the screen to try to find out where the heck my altitude button was, and now it's in a different place. It took me even longer to find it. Because usually my altitude's on the right side, so I'm like, oh, I'm on the right screen. I started hitting this button. I started pressing all the buttons trying to find where the altitude button was. And I finally found it, and I changed it, and I changed my vertical speed, and it didn't help. It was too late. R.I.P. Grade 4, rest in peace. My grade 4 went on vacation for a week. Anyways, alright, now that I got that in my system, let's go ahead and move past it. Alright, we're landing 18 center. Hopefully Sean in Singapore plane ahead of us is landing somewhere else because he's too close. As we don't hold 200 knots, or try to hold 200 knots, the airplane is already in a nose-up configuration, as you can see.
Memphis International Unicom, Air Force 300.
Looks like we have, is that an F-14? Yeah, it's another jet panels. We have a lot of jets out here. We're going to be seeing a lot of jets now that the autopilot is on there. It's a lot easier to follow somebody in a jet. Graham, yes, I would love to get some screenshots of my landing, maybe a video too. Alright, Killer's holding short 18 left. I mean 18 center. He's be grading the landing. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How do you think this is gonna go? How do you think this is gonna go?
Air Canada 764.
Alright, so right now we're still
on
under.
final.
Oh, about to
Runway
die again from
18
another
center.
F-14Q. I think it's the same guy. Alright, making our right turn. And I'm actually going to go ahead and turn off nav mode. And we're going to hold the heading, our present heading.
United 007 Super.
And we're going to intercept the localizer here.
Memphis International Unicom.
And we're going to be using approach mode.
18 center.
So if you don't know how to use approach mode, watch and learn.
Unicom, November 679 Sierra Golf is on right base. Runway 18 right. Memphis
Alright, report position, right base, 18 center.
Super is on final. Runway 18 center. Memphis International Unicom.
So I am going to turn our heading a bit.
Juliet 102 is 13 nautical miles to the north at 4,000
And here comes a localizer. Actually, I can't get a
Will
localizer
make
yet.
straight and for
I forgot about that.
runway 18 left.
I gotta wait till the we got the glass slope too, so we actually overshot it.
it.
We overshot it. I was thinking that I could just like hit the button and it turns, but I have to be at the right altitude also. It's not just the localizer. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn to 18, probably 1. Oh, that's speed. That's speed. That's speed. That's speed. That's not heading. Holy crap, that was close. I thought I was changing my heading. I was changing my speed. Whoops! Almost got my second violation. And then I would definitely have lost my grade 3. Wow, we overshot big time. Big time. Alright, let's slow down. Back to 200. We go. Oh, flaps 30. 235. Not 50 yet. I know you guys said I could go early, but I don't want to go yet. Alright. We're still above the glide slope for 18 center, apparently.
64 is on final. Runway 18 center.
Still blinking up there.
International Unicom. Blue 18017 is on final. Runway 18
Alright, here it comes. Calibrate our screen, get ready to hit approach mode in a few hundred feet. But I want to kind of get my heading in the right direction still. We are 5 miles out. Slow down to 180. Here comes approach, and there it is. I'm gonna go to 165 and flaps 50, and see if this works. I'm gonna go gear down. We'll calibrate. Yeah, we overshot it big time, so now the aircraft is probably trying to overcorrect. Holy crap! Yeah, there's 18 center right there in the middle.
Memphis International Unicom, Blue 18017 is on final. Runway 18 left. Memphis International Unicom.
Alright, here we go for my first landing. It shouldn't be too hard. I am using approach mode, so it's not like a real legit landing. So it's gonna be pretty easy. But alright, we only have 6 knot wind. APPR is actually trying to correct for my mistake of overshooting so badly, so now it's kind of like rocking back and forth to fix that. Right now we're at 165 knots. That's what we're going to be landing at. We'll see if that works.
Memphis International Unicom.
Aircraft is in control.
Is on final. Runway
I'm just checking everything else, making sure everything else is where it should be. And how about we turn this stuff off? And we'll just enjoy the view. Ooh, we're at the flyover. All these really cool aircraft down here. Let's see. Can I go to tower view?
400.
Oh, wrong one. Oh yeah, look at that. The update has arrived, guys. Look at that 50 flaps. I don't think I've ever seen 50 flaps before. Look at that angle. Look how much flap is out. That is crazy.
Memphis International Unicom, Malaysian 27, going around. Memphis International
and oh, we crashed into somebody. Who was that? And we're down. Oh, freaks. You gotta turn off autopilot whenever you land, or it'll freaking drive you into the grass. That was horrible. Alright, we're down. We're slow enough now. Brakes. Who was that? Who the heck was on the runway? Who the heck was on the runway? Now I'm upset because I haven't landed with approach mode in a while, and I forgot that you have to actually turn the autopilot off. So one thing for you guys to learn from my mistake for you guys in the future. Oh, really, Sean? We have 3 runways and you landed on mine. Anyways, what was I gonna say? And he's gonna hit us. And dead. And dead. Yay. Yay, infinite flight. Somebody landing ahead of me too? No, so okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, we definitely need a tower and approach online today. We need some ATC, guys. If you're IFATC, step your game up. What was I gonna say though? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so to learn from my mistake, I think that these videos can be very educational for you guys, because whenever I have bad landings, you guys can learn from what I did wrong. So what I did wrong there was, 1, I probably should never land in wing view. And 2, the other mistake that I made was whenever you land with approach mode, it automatically turns your brakes on and autopilot stays on. So basically, while you're on the ground, autopilot is still trying to like steer you, so it'll still keep you on like whatever heading I'm sorry that you basically landed at. So when we landed, the heading of the aircraft was stuck on the heading, so I actually could not control the rudder. I couldn't control the yaw or anything of the aircraft, not the yaw, but the oh no, I couldn't control the direction the aircraft was going because my autopilot was still on. So you have to disengage autopilot either before you land or as soon as your wheels touch the ground, so that way do flaps up. So that way, you don't have that issue like what I just did when I landed. So. Sorry guys that we had a hard landing, but hey, learning experiences. And that's our follow me taxi, or follow me Cessna. He's me taking us to our parking spot today. But yeah, so whenever you land approach mode, make sure you disengage autopilot completely when you land. Oh my god, you just killed my taxi! You just killed my follow me Cessna. Who is that? What are you guys doing? Like, what is this? I thought we were on an expert server.
151 Charlie Golf, crossing runway 18 center. Memphis International Unicom, Bravo Lima Uniform.
Alright, anyways. We'll just ignore all the ignorance happening around us, and we'll follow the taxi to our parking spot. Oh god, there's 2 of them. Maybe he must be directing somebody else.
Memphis International
Alright, so please give me way.
Lima Uniform Sierra Uniform Charlie Kilo Sierra is clear of all runways.
Oh my god, Singapore Airlines, can you stop?
Lima Uniform Sierra Uniform Charlie Kilo Sierra is clear of all runways. Memphis International.
You have been a problem this entire flight. Well, okay, maybe not the entire. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like the second half of the flight, you have been a problem. Alright, now the Cessna's stopping. Okay, here we go. Oh, he looks like he's about to freaking. I think he almost flipped that thing. I'm not sure where he's taking us to. I don't know what our parking is, but we're gonna follow him.
Memphis International Unicom, Bravo Lima Uniform Sierra Uniform Charlie Kilo.
11 is interior though. Is that a, what is that? Another Cessna?
International Unicom, Bravo Lima Uniform
Sierra
Uniform.
Oh, that's a 208.
Sierra is clear of all runways. Memphis International Unicom, FedEx 15.
Alright, landing lights off, strobe lights off.
Runway 18 left. Memphis International Unicom, Bravo Lima Uniform Sierra Uniform Charlie Kilo Sierra, crossing runway 27.
Uh-oh, it froze.
Memphis
it froze. Okay, we're back. We're back. I was like, it froze.
Memphis International Unicom.
Alright, my taxi is way over there, so that's our parking spot. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your services.
Runway 27.
And I see we have some trolls keep flying through our cockpit windows.
Charlie Kilo Sierra, crossing runway 27. Memphis International Unicom, Bravo.
It's okay, I'm not going to give you the attention that you wanted. Alright, welcome to Memphis. The cargo made it. Thankfully we used bubble wrap. So, you know, I think the landing itself wasn't that hard, but mainly just once we landed, like, kind of like being very unstable, and shaky, like, you know, on the rudder and on the wheel. So, I thought that sometimes, depending on the aircraft you're flying and depending on the winds, sometimes you can actually land in approach mode, which is basically auto land. You can land it in, oh my god.
Memphis International Unicom is using.
Yeah, so I'm not watching you guys land today. I was gonna watch landings, but now that's happening, so we're not watching landings today. So blame that guy, whoever that was. Anyways, guys, thank you for flying with us today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you guys are enjoying the brand new update. I know I am. The update has been amazing. A lot of fun. Their new aircraft are great. Like they're like, yeah, the quality of the new aircraft are just not. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I was expecting it to be great, but it's just good. It's very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the sponsors, all the people who donated, all you guys who help and support the channel. There's some craziness happening on the screen right now. But again, tomorrow we'll be on X-Plane, so we shouldn't have this problem because these guys won't be here. But thank you guys again. Remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next stream. Remember, do what you can for who you can. Appreciate everything you got. Do what you can with what you have. This is just horrible. We're gonna ride on Aero Mexico. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna leave. 1 violation. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts my feelings.